Hello everyone, my name is Quad and welcome to an updated guide on Ayatan Sculptures, a very nice source of Endo. Right now we have 10 types of Ayatan Sculptures, 6 of them can be found in the game just by playing it, 1 can only be acquired from Sorites and Archon hunts, 1 from Arbitrations, and 1 from the Necraloid Syndicate. And the last one only from Nightwave, but more on them later. We will first start the video by explaining everything to the newer players, and then progressively continue to the veterans. So, let's start with the main information for the newcomers. To find Ayatan Sculptures, you will need quite a lot of luck, with a 10% chance one will spawn in your game. This means one of the boxes that you can see on your minimap can be a sculpture. If you don't see any boxes, you will need to equip at least one of the mods that is on the screen right now, Thieves' Wit, Loot Radar or Animal Instinct, but you can also equip all of them at once to have an insane Loot Radar distance. I have found a nice Ayatan Sculpture, but what do you do when you find one? Well, just go to it and press the Interact button. That is it. The only thing you must do next is complete the mission. I also suggest that you mark the Ayatan Sculpture by pressing right on it, because people usually love to find an Ayatan Sculpture in a random mission. It is extremely rewarding. When you're searching for the sculptures, you will most likely be quite disappointed most of the time, because the maps are very big, with the addition of not knowing the game that well, so the other place for you is something called Maroo's Bazaar. Maroo's Bazaar is a relay station in the orbit of Mars. When you go onto it, you will be able to talk to Maroo in the central area of the relay. Talk to her and ask her about the Ayatan treasures. You will then start a mission with the main goal of obtaining an Ayatan Sculpture. To see if you can do another mission for Maroo and get another Ayatan Sculpture, go to your navigation and open the Alerts section. It is on the left side of the symbols in the upper left corner. If you have this alert, then you can do it, but if you don't, you can't. A quick heads up though, the alert will be available again with the start of each week, once per week. But yeah, that is it for the newcomers. Okay, now we go to the second way, which requires you to join a syndicate. If you have already joined one, you can easily do it. The only thing you need to do is start a syndicate mission and search for your sculptures the same way you normally would for syndicate medallions. And before I forget, you may also do this on the Zariman and search for the Void Plumes. If you're asking yourself why you would do these missions instead of normal ones, well, it is just because of the medallions. Since you already are searching for them, you might find a sculpture as well. The main point is to complete more things at once here. But great, now let's go to the mid and high level veteran players. The best way to find a sculpture is the map with the smallest tile set, that also spawns loot crates, which is Infested Slavage, Oestrus on Eris. There is nothing else to do but destroy all the boxes, and if you won't get any Ayatan Sculptures, you will at least get a lot of loot. If you want a guarantee to get the Ayatan Sculpture and not waste time, you can invest into Golden Instinct ability at Helminth, which will, when used, show you the way to the Ayatan Sculpture or sometimes a rare crate. If there is nothing on the map, the ability will not be used at all and will state that the land is barren. The other way to get a lot of Ayatan Sculptures is definitely Sorites. You will get a lot of Anasa sculptures here, which we all know are extremely freaking common and always drop when you don't need them. And the final, in my opinion, the hardest way is to do Arbitrations, the best and most reliable source of Ayatan Sculptures. You will be able to get the sculptures after each rotation, so prepare for a massive amount of Endo at the end. But this is it about farming Ayatan Sculptures. Now let's go over some other varieties of sculptures that are extremely freaking rare and shouldn't be bought for selling. I have talked about Arbitrations before, but did you know that you can also buy the Zambuka Ayatan Sculpture from their vendor for 50 Vitus Essence? The Ayatan Sculpture does look quite cool, but again, I wouldn't sell it, for dear god. You may also buy the Kitha Ayatan Sculpture from the Necraloid Syndicate in his room for 50,000 Necraloid Syndicate standing, which is a bit too much if you ask me, but it is ultimately your choice. If you like doing isolation vaults and farming Orokin Matrix, then you can do that. I even did that myself for some time, because I really liked their look. And the last sculpture is the Hemakara sculpture, which is the rarest and can only be acquired in limited events, such as Nightwave. I sadly can't give you more information on this since we do not know the rewards future Nightwaves may have or implement, so yeah, it is a rarity. And that is it about the Ayatan Sculptures. Let's now look at where you can get Endo from them. If you want to get Endo from the Ayatan Sculptures, you can go to Maroo's Bazaar and trade him there, but be sure to fill them with the Ayatan stars you find. What you need to do is go to your modding table in your orbiter and click on the Ayatan treasures on the right. You will see all the sculptures you have, but they are all empty if they don't have any stars next to their name. To fill it up, you need to click on the sculpture and click on the empty sockets where Ayatan stars should be. If you're master rank 10 or higher, you may also use the auto install button. After that, you can sell them without any remorse to Maroo, or you can decorate your ship with them. People sometimes build absolute monstrosities from them, like giant robots or vehicles. It is super fun. I saw someone build a Zambuka once. It is amazing. But that is pretty much it. I also want to share my experience from, I don't know, was it 4 years ago, when I started playing Warframe. I didn't know how to get Endo or what Ayatan Sculptures were used for, so one time I sold all my Ayatan Sculptures, I think it was about 20 of them, to Maroo without any freaking Ayatan stars, which made it very lucrative for her, but yeah, I was cheated out of so much Endo. But with this, I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, or maybe even subscribe. Join my Discord channel in the description below, QuadLyStop, and also have a very nice day. Bye guys.